Alright, so once we beat the level, we're going to get mercenaries here. It'll give us one mercenary per level until we've gotten all of them. And the first mercenary that we've received is the 191st Wolf Blacks, also known as Snipers. Now, the name can change, it's not important up here. What's important is this unit name down here. Snipers, long-range sharpshooters. A lot of people hate snipers. They're kind of difficult to control, and they're not that great at first, but I love snipers that are fully upgraded. They're one of my favorite, if not my favorite unit in the game. I like them because they can respond to threats, they can't get killed very easily, and generally they're pretty good at taking out zombies when they're upgraded. You can rename them if you click here, otherwise just click here to sign your name, and ta-da, you've hired on the mercenaries. So we'll get 20 points for every level we control. The zombies are going to get 10 points for every level they control, which right now is none. And we're going to move on to the second month. The second month is going to give us increased helicopter speed, which is good. That will be very useful because the helicopter will move faster and we can get more people out of the level. Alright, so when the zones start appearing in multiple ways, there's really no rhyme or reason early on to select which one you select. It really doesn't matter. You can select this one, you can select that one. Depending on what game mode you're playing on, it's more important to be strategic than others. We'll talk about that as the game progresses, so we'll do this one first. Alright, so we've got zombies coming in from 3 directions, and we've got snipers. So let's go ahead and place our helicopter. I don't want to put the helicopter there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the helicopter right here. That will draw... yeah, right here is good. So that'll draw all the initial people this direction from here. They'll all congregate here, and then as time moves on I can move it further back. Now, in order to protect that area, I need to place some snipers. Now, snipers are going to show up. You place them on a building like so. You can move them once you place them in planning mode. So I'm going to place them here just to show you how it works. They're going to come up with this little white area. It'll turn blue on the actual level. This is where the snipers can shoot. Anything that is covered in white right now, any zombies in that area will be shot at in no particular order. They won't shoot ones that are the closest or the farthest away. They'll just take pot shots at the zombies. So you can't count on them necessarily to rescue your people, but they're pretty good at watching particular areas. So I think I'm actually going to move them to this building, which will enable them to watch both of these directions and sort of take care of that there. It's really up to you. If this doesn't work, you can restart the level and try again. This one down here is basically going to be undefended, so I'm probably going to want to move back this direction as the game progresses, but we'll see what happens. We got to rescue 20 now of 125. Let's take them out. Okay. Helicopter flies in. Notice that the snipers are going to start shooting. There's one that they killed. They're getting a few here. You might have to reselect where they aim. Like, I don't really need them to be shooting up here. I kind of need them to be shooting down here now, so... Luckily, the zombies are chasing that guy. I'm going to go ahead and place my helicopter back a bit. So it needs to be right here. So hopefully my snipers are killing all of those around here. Notice I got a big pack of civilians. I need to move the helicopter again. So you can see as the zombies get near the civilians, there's a little bit of a chain reaction and they're pretty much dead. At this point, what I want to do is make sure I kill as many zombies as possible. That way my snipers can level up. I've reached the level requirement. When you only have one combat unit, and your combat unit is snipers or soldiers early on, you don't really have a lot of options as for rescuing people. But I got twice as many as I needed, and my snipers got some kills. My evac helicopters leveled up. 41 points for me, 84 points for them. Could be better, but that's okay. Not going to cripple us. Though I will say this, at the beginning of the game, especially in this early phase before they've got more zombie outbreaks, you really want to capture as many zones as possible to give yourself a really good lead buffer, because the amount of zones that that the zombies control is going to basically grow exponentially. And when that happens, they're going to get a lot of points every turn whether or not you rescue the civilians. So you really need to get a nice buffer before that stage occurs. Alright, so here we've got the 531st Snake Brazens. They're infantries. They are my second favorite unit, probably after the snipers, or the barricade, somewhere around there. Soldiers are good because, like snipers, they're offensive units, they kill people in a certain radius, but soldiers also have the advantage of being able to move around. So you place them on a street, and you can use the soldiers to move around and respond to threats as necessary. It's really great to use snipers and soldiers together, because with the two of them, you can usually clear any level 1 zone. Sign a name. So let's see if I can actually do that. Put my money where my mouth is. Alright, notice that we're only behind by 23 points. That's okay. Not too bad. Alright, shorter daytime sucks, because that means we have less time to kill the zombies again. I'll just keep going around kind of clockwise for now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and place my soldiers first, and I'm going to place them right here. Now notice that green area is where they're going to be able to shoot. Now wherever you place them, they're going to develop their own green area. And that'll be where they can directly respond to threats. If something steps into that zone, they can kill it, which makes them very effective at guarding streets, creating choke points, and things like that. Unfortunately, at first they move pretty slow, so you have to watch out for that as well. In order to back them up, I'm going to go ahead and put the snipers up here. I'm going to put the snipers here. Now notice I didn't cover this top way, but I'm not too worried about it because they have to come all the way down here and then get into the sniper's range before they can do anything. So if I put the helicopter, say, right here is probably good, then most of those civilians are going to come over this way. So my strategy for this level is going to be try to kill off all the zombies down here and here, and then move my snipers to cover these guys while my soldiers move up to protect the helicopter landing zone. It may work, it may not, we'll see what happens. Alright, we have to rescue 30 people of 125, let's do this. Notice the snipers are starting to kill the Zeds, the soldiers are starting to kill the Zeds. This is going to get a little out of control up here, but that's okay. It's really important to make sure you respond to threats as they happen. Alright, notice that the zombies are starting to be killed off. So now these are going to move up here. And you really need to make sure your zombies get finished off before... Okay, so they're going to finish off the second way. Now I just got to take care of these up here. Alright, so nighttime is going to occur, which is annoying, but that's okay. So at this point, I've got to just rescue as many civilians as possible by using my snipers and my soldiers to really act as sort of buffers between the zombies. Now I'm going to move my soldiers down to protect the helicopter, because I've got zombies coming from both ways. And this is going decently well, considering that... Okay, notice that I made it through the nighttime. It's back to daytime again. If I managed somehow to kill all the zombies, which I didn't need to, I would have won still. But I rescued 82, and that's pretty good. Also have an upgrade, my first upgrade here. So click continue, it'll tell you have units to upgrade, and the upgrade menu will appear. Anything that's got a plus can be upgraded currently, so right now just my Pleasant Pheasant helicopter. And each one's going to have one or two things that they can upgrade. So in this case, you've got arrival time or load time. Now, lots of ways you can do this, lots of strategies and thoughts behind it. I'm a huge fan of lowering the arrival time, mostly because you get more bang for your buck. Faster the helicopter arrives, it doesn't matter how fast it loads because it can make quick trips back and forth. You get 0.4 seconds here versus 0.2 seconds here. But if you find yourself in a lot of situations where the zombies are always encroaching on your helicopter, and you miss out on getting a lot of people because of it, then load time might be better for you.